Hey folks, Ace TCG here, and in today's video we actually have a Brigade list. So in this list we're going to be taking a look at the list that I recently streamed with, playing a lot of the Commandramons, playing the good stuff for Brigade. I haven't really played the deck ever before, other than the first stream that I did the other day. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with the list. I think it has a lot of potential, so I thought it'd be great to showcase what that is. So let's actually get into that. So if we go over to the hand cam now, ooh, swanky, there we go, look at that, it's all coming together. I got a little bit of a better camera quality from above now, which I'm quite happy with, so I'm gonna give this a go for the first time. So yeah, in the list it's pretty basic, not too different from a normal Brigade list. Tried some things in it that I thought were pretty cool. And yeah, let's go with it. So to start with, for the Digitama, we're running the 4 Pagumon, because it has that fantastic on deletion effect of reveal the top card of your deck, inheritable, add it to your hand. If it's black Digimon, add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it on the bottom of your deck. I messed that up, but you get the premise. You swing with a rookie, and you can add another card to your hand from it, which is fantastic because the deck is somewhat Rookie Rush-esque. So I say somewhat, it's Rookie Rush, but with also options cards and some removal and stuff in it, which is pretty cool. And then I am running that 5th egg in the form of Misamon. You want the Pagumon, you want to be able to just go into this like you do on other lists, like Bond, you want Unimon and Bond, but I still like that 5th egg because sometimes you're going to need it, a game to really drag it out, and you just want to be able to hatch and have that pressure of having a rookie in your racing area. Next up, we have our rookies. So we have 4 Commandramon, 4 Commandramon, 4 Commandramon, and 4 Commandramon, yeah. So yeah, it's Brigade. We have 16 Commandramons right now that we can use, and that's what I'm using. We've got the 2-cost Commandramon, which is a 2-cost for 3k, which is really nice to be able to lock your opponent to 1 memory, which came up a lot in my matchups. This Commandramon is absolutely bonkers. That's the reason we run so many different Commandramons. So it's a 3-cost with 1k DP, which is good because you want it to die because it has the undeletion effect of. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play a Commandramon from among them without paying its memory cost from them, and then you place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So what tends to happen is if you've got this out, just like if you've played this, your opponent wipes your board, but then Commandramon can either replace itself with itself from the top of the deck or any of these, which is, again, just really, really nice pressure. This Commandramon is a 4-cost blocker, which is really nice just to have a 2k DP blocker there. Can come in clutch at times. There is plays where you can have this out and your board will, your opponent will attack this. So for example, you're playing against Jessmon, or you're just playing against anything that can attack your unsuspended stuff, and then from this Commandramon you'll get this blocker, and that's pretty damn spicy. Just being able to get this from the undeletion to then get Commandramon for your next turn if you need that survivability again is also just great. And then we have the other 4-cost Commandramon here, which is just the 5k DP Commandramon. This is the worst one out of them all, just because it costs 4 and has 5k. I'd rather just have another 2-cost that costs 2 to Digivolve Commandramon, but at the end of the day we can't complain. That was the most annoying one to get because it was from the black starter deck as well. So I had to have a friend who only plays black give me them. So thanks, Don. And then finishing off for our rookies, we have some more cards from starter decks, but this is from the blue starter deck. This is the Dracomon from the starter deck. This is just a really nice value card. It's just got the on-play effect of you can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can add 1 Digimon card with a Dramon in its name. Obviously, Commandramon has Dramon in its name, so you can add most of your deck if you hit one, which is nice because it's just pretty good value. So we like that. We like those from those. Looking at our champions next, we've got Sealdramon. Sealdramon is just the 2 Digivolve cost blocker for black, but it has Brigade in its type. So for a mega that we'll look at later, that's important. I'm running 4 Nanimon and 4 Cordramon. So the Nanimon is, I think, a bit of a flex spot. You definitely don't have to run the 4 here, but I wanted the deck to be kind of less reliant on me hitting, for example, hitting the the options cards in security, so I just wanted to add a few more like bombs in there. So that hitting a Nanimon or a Codramon is actually like a big pain for your opponent. In my matchups, what would happen is my opponent would be in a sticky situation having to deal with my board anyway, or I'd have one Digimon and they're thinking, like, okay, I can get rid of that, like that's cool, and then they'll swing at security and I'll get the Nanimon or the Codramon, and then they're just in an even worse spot, which is great. And what we want, especially the Codramon, because the Codramon has the on-play ability as well of draw 2 cards. So you get to play it for free from your security, and then you draw 2 cards, which is, again, great in a Rookie Rush deck, what you want to do. And sometimes as well, if I'm in a really bad spot, I'll just Digivolve into the Nanimon for 2 on top of a Rookie, which is definitely not ideal, but sometimes you need that additional draw, and a champion in your hand isn't doing anything. So yeah. Okay, looking at our megas now, completely skipping ultimates, which is weird for me. I found it really weird when I was building it, but I don't think you need them in this. So we've got the 4 Darkdramon, and then I am running the 2 Omnimon Zord Defeat. So the Darkdramon is absolutely great. It's a 13 play cost mega with 11,000 DP that has Rush built in, which is again just fab, and the on-play ability to return up to 5 Digimon cards with D-Brigade in their type from your trash to the top of your deck in any order, and for each card you return this way you gain 2 memory. Really cool. One thing to remember this is it's return up to, so you could do 4 if you've got like 5 memory, and then still just play this for 5 and swing for game. It's something that I was just forgetting to do myself, but is super valuable. One thing to watch out for this as well is there are quite a few rookie memory blockers currently in the meta, and that absolutely stomps this card because you don't want to play your you don't want to play your mega for 13 cost and not gain anything back, which did stink. I played against the 3 Musketeers deck. I was playing against Cardfight King, and he was using the 3 Musks, and it just stopped me because he could just constantly keep bringing back that rookie, which just stopped me from going into this mega to be able to get extra value. And then the Omnimon Zord Defeat. So this is kind of a flex spot as well. You can either run the Zord Defeat or just the Omnimon Zord. I liked the idea of the Zord Defeat because the same reasons that I'm running the Nanimon and the Codramon. Being able to get it in security can just be huge for me. And I didn't really see the value of being able to go into the Omnimon just the Zord. But I'm not at all like pooping on it, if that makes sense. It's still a very good option. It's actually a really good value card, and at times it probably would be better than the Zord. So honestly, you can just choose preference. I like to go into the Darkdramon for 3, still be my turn, and then go into the Zord and put my opponent to just 3, but like destroy one of the Tamers, which can be really important in this meta. So yeah, the 2 Zord, pretty good. And then onto the fun stuff. We've got 4 Iron Fisted Onslaught and 4 Ultimate Flare. Well, yeah. They're both really fantastic option cards for black. They add so much value for a single removal, and it adds such pressure for your opponent when they're actually swinging at your security, that they really just need to be careful. The Iron Fist and Onslaught is great to just be able to deal with things again against that Beelstar matchup. They'd play like 2/5 costs, and then I'd just straight up remove it, or you'd have multiple Beels out and I'd remove them all with the Irons Fisted, which was great. And then the Ulti Flare is great to just be able to deal with rookies, or if your opponent's built 1 stack and then got a few rookies, you can just wipe boards, which feels disgusting. But you do have to be careful of people just hard playing stuff, because then this does pretty much nothing. But yeah, really good. I'm really happy with the numbers of the 8 options cards. I think they came in quite clutch in the matchups, and I was definitely digging for these at times. So yeah, I think it's good to have the Rookie Rush, but also like the security-esque package to it, which a lot of decks seem to have in this meta. And then finishing off the list, we've got the 2 Izzy Azumi and Joe Kiddo, and 2 Izzy Azumi. So this Izzy and Joe is fantastic because it gives you not only memory, which is annoying for your opponent to have to get around, because the start of your turn effect is if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, you gain 2 memory, which is just annoying for your opponent to have to take again into account, and can potentially deter your opponent from actually just going super wide, which is great. And it also has an amazing draw factor to it as well, because it has an opponent's turn. I must outline that opponent's turn only. I misplayed myself doing it on my turn, thinking, oh, I've swung even more draws, and I've seen other people do it in versus videos, so watch out for that. It is opponent's turn only. When one of your black Digimon is deleted, you can suspend it to draw 1 card, which is, again, just really nice value. We like that. And then this Izzy is the memory fixer Izzy. Start of your turn effect of, if you've got 2 or less memory, set your memories to 3, and then the on-play effect of reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If all 3 cards are black, you gain 1 memory, and then you can place the cards on top of your deck in any order, which is great. If they're not all black, you can still place them in any order that you want, and this can be really helpful when you're looking for like the options cards, or if you know you're going into like a Commandramon, and you just want to see if you're going to hit one from that on deletion effect, and it can just be super useful to make sure that you're getting the correct things in the correct order. But yeah, that's the list, short and sweet. Overall, I still think it's a pretty decent deck. It's got quite a few tops. Recently, it's been doing really well for itself. And it's not that expensive all in all to build. If you're going to go a little bit more budget, potentially switch these Zwart defeats for just Omnimon Zwarts, because these are ridiculous right now. And then everything else is just like common starter deck, and a few rares here and there, so it shouldn't cost you too much to build, so potentially good budget deck there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful. Hope some of my insights on why I'm running the things could potentially help you into choosing what you want your list to be, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.